Egghead Island is getting really, really bad. For the Straw Hats, that is. With chapter 1109, we see Luffy versus Kizaru and St. J. Garcia. He seemingly took care of Kizaru by throwing him into a ship, and it looks like Kizaru's out for the count. But St. J. Garcia keeps on coming back, and it seems like none of Luffy's attacks are actually doing significant damage, and he's able to regenerate his health. And to top it all off, he is summoning the rest of the gorosei. All 5 of the gorosei are appearing on Egghead Island. And it got me thinking that there's no way that Luffy can actually get out of this situation alive. Like, even with his crew, taking on the 5 elders is impossible pretty much for any Yonko. And also just seeing St. J. Garcia's combat ability, it is insane. So from the looks of it, it looks like he is an awakened Zoan, but he's been awakened for like pretty much most of Egghead Island, and it doesn't seem like he has a set timer on when his awakening ends. Like with Luffy, he has gear 5 for a little bit, usually like a couple minutes, and then he's done with it. But St. J. Garcia has literally been in his spider form the entirety of Egghead Island. And now the rest of the Gorosei members are on their way to Egghead Island right now. And I think we should go over the remaining Gorosei members and what we think their fruits would be. First off, we have St. Marcus Mars, whose devil fruit is supposed to be based off the yokai Yosume, which is a phoenix-based yokai, which kind of reminds me of Marco's phoenix fruit, or kind of looks like Ho-Ho from like Pokemon. We then have Saint Topman Warkuri, whose devil fruit kind of looks like a elephant or a hippo, but people are speculating that it is the yokai Kawaguma, which is a hairy aquatic animal that lives deep in the rivers. Next up, we have Saint Ethan Baron, whose yokai is supposed to be Mikoshi Nyuro, which is kind of more of a humanoid yokai, but with like a longer neck, kind of like a snake, kind of like a Orochimaru from Naruto. And then finally, we have Saint Shepherd Jupiter, whose yokai is going to be the Akashita, which is a beast with clawed hands and a very big face with an open jaw, which kind of matches what we saw in the silhouettes when Sabo was in Emu's room. And with all these powerful mythical yokai coming to Egghead Island, it doesn't make sense that Luffy and the gang can actually even beat them. And to be fair, I don't even think if we put Big Mom and Kaido together that they would be able to take down all of the yokai. I mean, Kaido is a beast of his own, and so is Big Mom. But Luffy's essentially an emperor now, and he's having a really tough time against just one of the 5 elders. Now imagine when all 5 of them are put together, I think it's going to be the strongest force in all of the Navy, definitely above the admirals, like no contest. And we still don't know what they can all do. And to be fair, we're not even confirmed if these powers are actually demons or if they're actually just devil fruit eaters, because demons are something that probably can exist in the One Piece world, and we just haven't been introduced to it, especially with all the crazy things we've seen in this universe. And I love the Straw Hats, but there is no way in hell that they're strong enough to take on the 5 pillars of the world government. Like, it is insane. I don't even know who it would take to take down any of the 5 elders, but I definitely think that this is not the time and place for the Straw Hats to be able to take down this like great of a foe. So either Shanks gotta pull up, or the Straw Hat Grand Fleet has gotta finally make their appearance, because there is no way that Luffy and the gang can get out of this Buster Call alive. And I know I said that I don't even know if Kaido and Big Mom could take on the 5 elders, but I have different feelings about Shanks just because he's been meeting the Gorosei for so long, and it seems like he has relationships with the government, or at least they respect his power enough to allow audiences. So if Shanks shows up and says, hey, everyone back off, or I'm gonna cause a war, I think the Gorosei would be more likely to kind of back off and not fight Shanks. Because I feel like Shanks knows a lot of secrets about the Gorosei, and especially maybe how to beat them, which is probably the key to stopping kind of this whole conflict. But if Shanks doesn't come and just the Straw Hat Grand Fleet shows up, then I guess just overwhelming them with numbers and then kind of bombing the island before the Straw Hats take off is also a viable way to get out of the situation. But there is no way in heck that Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji can take on all 5 of the Gorosei members. And to be fair, I would love to see that shit. I want to see if the Monster Trio actually have some kind of adversary that they can all fight together against. But I do not think that this is the time or place for a fight of this magnitude. So I can just see them getting in and out of Egghead Island, and then us hopefully hearing the message that Vegapunk was about to give, or the Gorosei could stop it and prioritize stopping the message and then let the Straw Hats go free. But what do you guys think is going to happen on Egghead Island? And do you think if the Straw Hats had to fight the Gorosei, would they have a chance? And also, I don't know what kind of training the Straw Hats need, but there has to be at least one more training arc before they go into Raftel and then fight for the King of the Pirates. I feel like there needs to be another training arc where all the Straw Hat crew members get stronger, strong enough where they at least can take on like Gorosei members or the head of the Marines. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps out a ton, and we're just trying to keep building this channel. So I will see you guys next time. Peace.